Hello everyone, just Goran here and welcome back to another Planet Zoo quick tricks tutorial, and today we are going to be looking at placing enrichment items in habitats without flattening the terrain. It's really one of the things that I am surprised I still see people struggling with to this day, that they make a beautifully sculpted habitat with awesome terrain changes and then they realize, oh no, I forgot, I wanted to put down a foraging box enrichment, everything is ruined now. That does not have to be the case, okay? What you can do if you want to place down an enrichment item in a habitat that you've already sculpted is get some paths, like specifically the natural path, which won't mess with the terrain that you've already made, except maybe long grass. I think it does. No, not even the long grass gets messed up by this. So all you have to do is take a natural terrain thing, put it nice and wide. If you are using free build, of course, this is a lot easier because there's no restrictions on placing the path, so you can place that wherever you want. But even without free build, it's really just a case of place as many paths down as you can, which will lock the terrain in place, and then when you place the enrichment item, it won't actually break anything. So I am using free build, so I'm just going to take liberty of that and get a nice big chunk of path down here. And you'll see now that if we go into the habitat tab and we take that same forest box enrichment and say we want to put it here for some reason, you can see that none of the terrain actually changes. So now we can go in and remove that path we placed and everything is just fine. And just to show you that I'm not a total scam, I've uninstalled free build and we'll be doing it another time. So we will take our paths and start placing them down over here. I'm gonna try to cover as much ground as possible to make sure that as little as possible can break. So we're gonna just break off from our path on a couple of spots. You can see another spot here. So as you can see, without free build it is a lot more difficult, but it is possible. So let's take the cues as well, because they are a bit, well, they're smaller, so they're easier to place down. Oh, that's pretty nice. But yeah, the cues will flatten your long grass if you have any of that, so that will be an issue, but I think this should be about enough. So once you think you have enough covered up with your paths, you can take your enrichment item and just put it down underground, just like you could with free build, and you'll see none of the terrain is being affected right now. And yeah, now you just need to get rid of all of those temporary paths that we placed to lock the terrain. So yeah, without free build it's definitely a bit more effort, but it's still possible for sure. So hope you enjoyed, hope it was useful to you, and I'll see you in the next quick tricks tutorial. Bye bye!